All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Carter, and this is just the introduction to the channel known as the Backwards Beekeeper. Hopefully that's what you can become. Now, I don't mean literally standing backwards while you're doing your bees. That's not a very great idea, but it's an idea, methodology, and that's what this video is all about. You probably clicked through my channel and saw this is the very introductory video, and thank you so much for clicking through my channel. Geez, you are dedicated if you are doing that. But so this is the Backwards Beekeeper, and it's not so much me as a backwards beekeeper, even though people could say that I am a bit backwards in my head, but the backwards beekeeping method. It's just a concept, and there's 3 concepts that fall under the backwards beekeeping method. We're taking a nature-based approach, okay? We are going to be human assisting, that's why I put human, and critically thinking about everything we do as beekeepers. Boom. Okay. So, first, nature model. So we're gonna ask the question, what do bees do naturally? Okay, when we do that, bees have a really good understanding of what they need to do when they need to do it. So if we follow what the bees are doing naturally, if we can read our hives well, they'll tell us what they need. We just have to know what to look for and not try to impose our will on them. I'll get to that in just a second, more on that. So how do I help what they're doing, and how do I limit being a hindrance? You see I got my equation over here. Bees are greater than me. I should think so, actually. They've been doing it a lot longer than I have. So with that comes the next method of human assisted. Notice how I didn't say human driven, it's human assisted, okay? I am going to assist the bees in doing what they can in nature as much as I can, while also being a good steward to them. Now, here's the thing. Bees by nature will go and get sugar from the nectar in the flowers that they are foraging from. But I could supplement that by giving them sugar water. However, I think as a good steward, it is a good idea to put a product like Honeybee Healthy or Amino Bee Booster or a protein substance in there. While that doesn't necessarily occur in nature, I think it is still a good way for me to help them because it's not going to hinder them. See what I'm getting at there? So you can imagine a drawing of a handshake between me and not even a handshake, like a hook shake, because that's what bees have. So like a handshake with a hook. I don't know if somebody can edit that. So I'm going to help the bees do what they want to do, not force them to do what I want. Bees are very different from most animals in that they are pretty self-sufficient. Like as far as domesticated things go, I put some quotes on that. Bees aren't really domesticated. We just kind of gave them a home to live in that we can manage for our convenience, and then said, okay, you're gonna do what we want, even though the reality is that's not really what happens. So I'm going to help them do what they want to do, not force them to do what I want. And the last concept, probably one of the most important ones, is critically thought. My word isn't law, okay? Because if I'm sitting here and I'm telling you something, it's probably from someone else who got it, okay? David Burns, awesome master beekeeper guy. You should look him up right after you're done with me. I pull a lot of what I know from him. I pull it from other books. None of this is originally me. I'm just taking concepts from other things and just kind of putting my own spin and twist on it. I'll get some more on that kind of idea later. Future video. So critically thought, does this make sense? I should have a question mark right there. I just forgot to. So does this make sense? Does it make sense logically? If I do X thing, will X results really happen, even though that's what this person might be trying to sell me on? And does it make sense scientifically? Now, I'm not saying you gotta go be a biologist or an entomologist on everything, but it is a good idea to make sure you do your research and make sure that it makes sense. Because people try to tell you, some suppliers unfortunately might try to sell you something that makes some pretty bold claims. Okay, we'll get to that. I think that'll be another one in the future. This might be kind of a hot topic, but I think it's important that we know. Okay, so we're gonna take this, boom. And that's all I'm gonna say for today. This is just meant to be a pretty quick introduction. So thank you so much for watching. You probably clicked through my channel to watch this, and that's like, man, you took some time. You were like, I wanna give this a shot, and you said, I'm gonna take a look at this. So I would encourage you to please subscribe. That way I can serve you the best that I possibly can. And when you subscribe, it kind of pushes me out there a little bit more, so that way I can serve even more people even better and helping become amazing backwards beekeepers. All right? Not my best art, I can tell. So comment backwards bees, because that will also kind of help get me out there. I would imagine for some reason. I think this could be like the backwards bees like revolution or something. Who knows? I don't see myself as too much revolutionary, but it could happen. So thank you so much. This is, again, my name is Carter. You guys will be seeing more from me in the future. I'll get into the hives pretty soon and upload that. I've got a couple shorts hanging around. So if you want to just kind of see what some things I've been up to that my bees have been doing, please feel free to take a look there. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.